Greetings, Galactic bro stars and sisters of the New Earth. Welcome to the 555 Gateway Portal activation. Today is a powerful day of higher dimensional 5D waves flowing in. This is the 6th day in a row of massive white blasts of light appearing on the Schumann chart. Many of these higher dimensional waves coming in are from the Great Central Sun and also from the Taurus Pleaidian Stargate opening. And with these Shakti, divine, Christos, feminine fire energies coming in, the whole ring of fire again lit up today. We had multiple pulses of light showing up as these white bands of light on the Schumann, and then a big blast of light coming in right as we transition into the 555 Gateway Portal today, just after midnight. We had 57 hertz, 74 hertz, and then a powerful 85, and then another 74. This is an 1111 portal with a 13 in the middle. This is the divine 13 sisters of 12D Venusian elven lineage coming in with us now. Last night in the higher dimensions, I was with my sacred Condor, my queen. We were visited by a celestial being who appeared to be Pleiadian, and he showed us this beautiful crystal that was shaped like a spaceship, translucent, emanating many different colors and patterns, and within spaceship-shaped crystal were many geometric forms, and on these forms were pictographs like little hieroglyphs of sacred symbols and geometry. And the higher dimensional had guided me to put the ship to my third eye. I received an activation in my sky. I also, the first time I touched the ship, I received like an electrocution, like a lightning bolt through my hand. And when I came back into this realm, as I touched my queen's arm, she said it was very hot. So this is chi activations. Many of us are receiving these in the higher dimension through the dream time, through astral travel. So let us know in the comments what you experienced last night and this morning with these powerful activations coming in. With these higher blasts of plasma waves coming in, we received 122 activations on Pachamama, M1.5 or greater earthquakes. Most powerful on the Ring of Fire in the South Pacific, south of Australia, 5.4, west of Macquarie Island. Earlier today, we had a 4.9 in the same location. Tonga 4.6, 5.0. Miyako, Japan 4.6. Peru, South America, and these sacred Andes mountains, Kundalini of Pachamama, 4.5. Council of 9 coming in. Baja, California, Mexico, 3.7. 37 into the 73. Heaven on Earth. Southeast of Loyalty Islands, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 4.9, also Ring of Fire. Russia, 4.6, Puerto Rico, 3.0, Vanuatu, 5.1, another 3.1 activation, Puerto Rico, Divine Masculine. Aleutian Islands, Crown of Lemuria, 4.5, Indonesia, 4.9, Southwest Indian Ridge, 5.1, Orango Valley, California, 3.0. Polnus, Greece, 4.4, Divine 44, and then another activation, the Crown, 4.2, Sandpoint, Alaska. Many of us are feeling these pulses, these waves coming in through our crown chakras and emanating down through our vessel, through the sacred channel, and out through the meridians, the dragon lines within our physical vessel. These are the ley lines that mirror the lines in the heaven and the lines on the earth, the grid, the sacred grid that holds the divine matrix together. And we are seeing that there is an interference pattern that is laid over the grid, over the divine matrix patterns and networks, grid networks that are keeping us in these lower frequencies, these lower energies. So it is up to us, by living from our heart, living our bliss, living our passion, living our joy, help resolve and dissolve the last layers of these interference patterns. These are what make up the veil of separation, the veil of duality, the veils of forgetfulness, amnesia. This is part of the programming of the false 3D matrix. It is part of the suffering patterns, the old ways, the old 3D earth. And we came into this realm from the land of the Titans to resolve, dissolve, transform, transmute, transcend all that no longer serves us or humanity or the earth. We are resolving this for Gaia and all her children. So thank you for coming on this great mission. And thank you, all of you, for supporting our work in this channel, my Sacred Condor's work. We have a little ways to go, but hang in there and keep living from your heart, walking gently your sacred path with heart, being connected to all things in all realms and all timelines, all dimensions, through the sacred center of our most sacred hoop we call the sacred spiral, the divine vortex. We continue now with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 12 degrees 19 minutes Pisces, the sun at 15 degrees 46 minutes Taurus, the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 16 degrees Taurus. An old teacher fails to interest his pupils in traditional knowledge. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 13 degrees Pisces, a sword used in many battles in a museum, from astrologyweekly.com. And my Sacred Condor, pull a card for you from the deck, Forest of Enchantment, from Lunea Weatherstone. Card she pulled for you today, another powerful card, 9 of Spells. Witches have no fear of the nighttime forest. That doesn't mean there is nothing fearful there. All beasts and creatures, both earthly and unearthly, roam the woods at night. Nevertheless, this witch has come to her sacred spot to perform a spell at the dark of the moon. Shining eyes and vague shapes move in the shadows. Maybe they are harmless, maybe not. It could even be other witches intent on menacing her. It wouldn't be the first time. She draws a protective circle of light around herself, which keeps any dangers at bay. Within this warding circle, she can summon all her powers to take command of the situation. This card signifies that you have everything you need to accomplish your intention. You have the skills, the experience, the maturity, and most important of all, the will to make it happen. No one can stand in the way of your success now. Mark out your territory. It's time to bring forth your full potential of power. Meaning at a glance, mastery of inner gifts, mature power, defense against the dark. A closer look. The witch doesn't need a wand or any other tool to cast her circle. Her magic is within her. And now today, from Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith. Schumann resonance spikes exactly at midnight as May 5th rolls in. Coincidence? May 5th is a day we have all been feeling in some way or another. I find it very interesting that the Schumann started spiking as we ushered in the new day today. Coincidence? I think not. There is no coincidences in this world. Same as last night, it was an intense one. Were you able to sleep during these energies? Did you experience anything? It was hard not to last night. Those energies will be with us all day. I'm not sure what today will bring, but I can guarantee it'll be amazing one way or another. You are changing, and today is another catalyst for your evolution. Whatever today brings for you, allow it. You are on the precipice of greatness. All these upcoming days are helping you connect into that within you, one moment at a time. Together we shall connect with these big energies. Together we rise. You are not alone in this process. You are a very important part of the collective. We are one, and we stand with you through it all. This is that start of something amazing. You ready? Because here we go. From agirlintheuniverse.com. And from Divine Bro Star of the Una Nation, Mauta Taki, 1010, Balancing Systems. As the Gregorian calendar and system collapses, you will see the codes of Lemuria lined through the calendars. May 5th, 2021 through December 5th, 2021, and Lemuria is 12 around 1. Entering from May 5th, 2021, the 555 in Gregoria, change returns to right relationships and balance. Pay attention now to the light of days, as the Gregorian systems and all of its zodiacs and astrology dissolves to make way for the truth of the age of Lemuria. You cannot know what you do not know, but once you do not ignore this. Lemuria, our most ancient civilization of all civilizations before Atlantis. We remember you, there and back again. Today from Isis Channelings. Today we triple the highly karmic number 5, a 555 day. 5 is the shift or change in path that unfolds for us, which is directly related to effects of our courage and karma. Our path is never etched out in stone entirely. Our soul's blueprint reserves plenty of flexibility in the pathways that open for us, some hard and others easier, and which pathways we finally align with is a matter of choice, which ultimately boils down to courage. The courage we have in our convictions, ourselves, our ideas and dreams, our vision of our destiny. Are we ready to stand up for ourselves, our ideas, our dreams, our definition of happiness, or do we abandon our dreams and ourselves as the path looks tough and uphill, and we caught sight of a softer and easier and perhaps even a more glamorous detour and decided to take that detour? The detour, as you must know, was a tougher karmic path cloaked in veils of chiffon, which eventually turned out to be handcuffs with an iron grip. 2003, 1994. 5 is always the change in path and alignment with our soul journey. If we make our choices from a place of courage, faith in ourselves, and trust and confidence in our abilities, the 5 leads us on a soul path that is in alignment with greater ease and grace. And if we make choices out of fear, knee-jerk reactions to our own sense of insecurities and inadequacies, the karmic lessons, destination remain the same but are delivered with scathing effects. 2021 is a year of 5, as was 2012. That was mega change. 2003, 1994, etc. Think back to these years. Notice where your choices were backed by courage versus convenience and how that panned out versus backfired for or on you. 2012, we entered a new era of divine feminine consciousness, an awakening of the divine feminine which was heralded by Venus in her shamanic cycle as the Gemini archetype. Once again, Venus, Inanna, is in the same Gemini archetype of her shamanic cycle of death and rebirth into Sovereign Queen, June 2020 through January 2022. Yes, Venus as the divine feminine mentor is leading this journey from the awakening 2012 to Sovereign Queen and Mother 2022. Or in other words, she has taken us through the shift in the ages. 2020, frequency of 4, was of shattered foundations so that the new ones could be built. We are still very much in the process of shifting foundations. This year of 5 is the bridge pathway that we choose to get to a new age, and much depends on the bridge pathway chosen, because as demonstrated earlier, the destination remains the same, but our choices determine how graceful or soul-searing the pathways will be. Either we choose courage, integrity, and align with our soul's truth in making those choices, or we choose the popular exit routes, which align with popularly accepted conditions of patriarchy and pander to our ego needs of pride, glory, vanity, control, power, etc. The price that we will pay for that will be, as always, our freedom and sovereignty. The choice is ours, and at no point in time in the history of our evolution has the choice been so important as it is now. 5 is the secret master alchemist. Have you ever paid attention to the pentacle, 5-pointed star, the master key of alchemy, pathway of manifesting spirit into matter? One interpretation is that if you can master fire, righteousness, courageousness, and passion in action, water, emotions and subconscious, superconsciousness, air, communication, the balance is both logic, intellect, and intuition, and earth, anchor and ground your actions on earth via our interrelationships and interconnections with her plants, animals, and other sentient beings, as opposed to getting super excited about downloads and uploads but doing precious little with the buzzing crown and tingling third eye and ringing ears, etc., then you will manifest spirit into matter, co-create a new age with the ease and grace of a master alchemist. Now consider another interpretation. The 5 points of the pentacle are actually the sum of 3, the triple goddess and the 2, the horn god, existing as a constant polarity of oak king, light, and holly king, dark. Thus the 5-pointed pentacle is the master key of co-creation, the triple goddess, feminine aspect, leading the birth of the new age, and the horn god, masculine aspect, laying down the foundations for this new age. A theme I have been seeing repeated over and over again in my client sessions of late. 2021, the year of 5, the bridge to the new. Let our new pathways be aligned with courage, truth, integrity, freedom, and sovereignty, and light and grace and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sake Na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Lune Aluna. The change of chronology is here. The sails fall and the curtain rises. Change of scenery. The multidimensional augmented reality is revealed. Galactic transmission. New oracles open. Individual empowerment has begun. Stellar alignment underway. Galactic alignment underway. New quantum structuring is underway. With love, Aluna. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Yukiya Azora Sandara. 555, Evolving Illumination, Template Activation, Sacred Valley of Peru. Beloved family, it has been beyond words. Images reveal what has been coming since early 5:55 a.m. Feeling blessed to be in my other home place once again at this time on earth. Joy, love in my heart, welcoming this new Stargate full of illumination. Communication from the Apis and its starlight beings in the womb of the core of the earth. Recalibrating, adjusting, and aligning to this altitude brings new levels of coherence within, stillness to the planet and within. Meteoric shower splash at 5:55 a.m. this morning. Welcome from a starlit sky. Crystalline, pure, pristine sparkles. New levels of technology and meditation expressions, creations in embryonic waves, rebirthing all around. Feeling the earth singing the unity lullaby. Breathing the tones through our DNA and cell structure and exploding it out, manifesting new peace alignments, harmony and love. We welcome us walking together hand in hand as a cosmic starlight community, progress, evolution, expansion in every step we take, with only love in our hearts. A taste of heaven on earth, no longer an illusion, a co-creation, welcoming experiences and shares on this transition, infinite love. From YukiyaSandara.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. This week we transit the 555 portal and the new earth rises. This is a major portal of consciousness and a point of pivot and change. We are realizing that until we can reconnect with nature and the green world, we will never thrive and live in true abundance. Humans were designed to be part of a complex system of abundance and joy that includes multiple layers of multidimensional life forms. When we lose nature, we lose the devas and the elementals and the fairies and their powerful creative energies. We lose a part of our own creative energies and have to rely on artificial, fake grid of the economic system in order to survive. It is time to recreate the green world and work with the powerful creation codes contained in the diamond emerald light. Have a beautiful and powerful week, everyone. From Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss, 555, Taurus Pleaidian Stargate. May begins with another thrust of energy. This month shall be a heightened experience of deliverance to the trueness of who we are, not the concept of who we are. I sense an almost tug of war at times to relieve ourselves even more fully from the life that we have lived, based on erroneous concepts, projections, and imposters within, mind, ego, personality. Opening of the 555 Taurus Pleaidian Gateway is one that not only highlights great change, though impresses upon us the great need to stay aware, awake, and willing. Our state of being most often dictates our circumstances. Thus the importance of being ready at any moment to alchemize whatsoever may be an intrusion to our balance and inner harmony, our well-being. The Taurus Pleaidian Peace Portal, as the Pleiadians call it, will better prepare us for the next octave of initiations of faith, trust, and love of self, each essential for opening the space within our body, heart, and mind, for our awareness to identify and anchor the daily divine guidance flowing to us from our higher self and soul, guiding us to experience the mastery we came to experience and prompt us to dream new worlds into being, the Pleiadians have shared. We know you in truth and come to assist you to be reknown. From MaureenMoss.com. From Divine Brostar of the Light, Eucharon White. Welcome to our May 5th, 2021 group focus for the beautiful New Earth. 2021 equal 5, aligning through this 5th day of the 5th month, flowing on from anchoring the transformational vibrations of the purple flame through the April supermoon. We're invited to focus now with the golden yellow ray, the sunflower light. Sunflower expresses the golden ratio in action, aligning the pure joy and inspiration of the yellow flame and the golden frequency of creation into the light grids and planetary field, along with the angelic realms and loving star family soul groups, the Agarthan inner earth 5D light realms, with the fairy, elven, and elemental beings and energies, are all assisting the light of this gateway. Gaia's 5D earth aligning through the divine triune vibration of 555 for the highest well-being of the earth, humanity, animals, plants, and all living beings in, on, and around this beloved planet. From lovelightmeditationscircle.org and from Divine Sister of the Light, Kalina Malnar. I have personally been waiting for this day since January, in this month of perfect divine alignment from above, and with your sacred soul, all that are present upon the planet are given the opportunity to release anything that does not serve from the past. Our miraculous day of May 5th, 555 is a day of complete reconciliation with thyself when one allows the hidden within them to surface and release into this miraculous 555 portal for a deep cleanse upon the planet for all souls. This release assists at an even deeper level to begin anew, to free you of the distortion of the human mind. It is up to you to make this choice for your freedom. Be out on the earth and take back your freedom. Sit with your dear Mother Gaia, Divine Mother Mary, and Cosmic Mother with passionate intentions to let go of your past. Your passion is your peace, and your love is the light. Kalina Malnar from the Cosmic Goddess. From KalinaMalnar.com. And from the Order of the Star. Today is the 555 portal opening. It's the 5th day of the 5th month of a number 5 year. The number 5 is all about change. With triple numbers, it amplifies this vibration. Repeating numbers always carry amplified energy. So with this year being a 5 year, today is likely to be the most amplified day of the entire year. 555 is a powerful angel number and carries with it the energy of major change and transformation. This portal creates a beautiful opportunity to put our trust in the divine and confidently cross that threshold into the world we truly want to live in, and the future we deserve. The 555 portal is preparing us to continue to receive some powerful Pleiadian energies. May 17th, the Pleiadian portal opens. During this time, we have a ton of galactic energies streaming in. These energies merge with our own sun. This 555 portal is acting as a catalyst to set into motion the plans you've been crafting and will draw on your energetic vibration to create alignment with whatever frequency you're attuned. This is the perfect opportunity to release fear and deepen your confidence in yourself and trust in the divine plan. The 555 portal will help shape and transform us in positive ways. All change starts from within. It is becoming increasingly important that we see, act, feel, think, and be through love and our heart center. We start with ourselves, the inner world, from which all is made manifest. Through intention and sound, connect with the energy of this 555 energy to sow your seed of change within. Working with this 555 portal, we hold space to acknowledge and open to our divinity. In having self-compassion and seeing the light within ourselves, our outer world can align with this too. We have the ability, with positive intent and perspective, to shift our reality for the better. This is a major portal of consciousness and a point of pivot and change. We'll journey through the 555 portal of transformation and open ourselves to receiving gifts and undergoing the process of metamorphosis, aligning us more closely with our higher selves and the lives we are consciously creating. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777, 555 Portal Gateway. Beloveds, attuned to your highest intent. This is where we are going. New Earth kind of relationships based on unconditional love, union, and balance and harmony within the union. The 555 portal is going to push us forward and help us reach inner balance and harmony. No victim mentality, no codependency, no self-worth issues. This is why we are clearing so much this year. We are going to the next level. If and when we focus on self-love and self-worth, we won't accept, agree to, or allow anything less. This is part of our mission and purpose here on this planet. Keep on going, dear Lightbringer. You are doing an amazing job. Although you want to give up every now and then, trust in the divine plan and believe that everything is happening the way it should. Step into your power and just keep on going. And from Astrodynamics, Cross-Quarter Beltane Power Festival is May 5th. While many of your friends may be celebrating Beltane on May 1st as May Day, the actual Beltane Festival is one of the cross-quarter days, the midpoint between the equinoxes and solstices. These cross-quarter days of the ancient Celtic wheel of the year actually occur on the 15-degree point of the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and are thought to be gates of power, and indeed these fixed signs do contain a great deal of power. The fixed signs are themselves gates of power. Groundbreaking astrologer Dane Rudhyar called the fixed signs the signs through which power is released. He went on to say that power is energy ready for purposeful use through instrumentalities prepared for it. In the wheel of the year, the equinoxes and solstices, the sun enters the first degree, the most potent of the dynamic and initiatory signs that we call the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. That energy needs to be contained and grounded for purposeful use through the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. And the midpoint of the fixed signs is where we find these cross-quarter days of magic and power. The energy is disseminated and completed in the mutable signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo, in preparation for the next energy activation of the cardinal signs at the solstices and equinoxes. In modern paganism, the Beltane festival is frequently celebrated on May 1st to more conveniently tie in with May Day celebrations. But the actual astrological Beltane takes place around May 5th through the 6th at the Taurus midpoint. From astrodynamics.net. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter, blessings to all in this auspicious 555 now moment. Have you felt these realm-shifting energies? The Stargate message for May was consistent, and it truly has been. These gateways are open wide, delivering the strongest cosmic rays on record, daily Schumann flows and new harmonics singing a new way of being into form. The crystalline light body expands, crystalline DNA reconnects, and the crystalline harmonic emanates from our crystalline heart stargate. Integration of consistent perception shifts is our ascension process at this phase. Intend the highest trajectory and highest experience of unity consciousness, and pay attention to what aligns and what drops away. 44 days to the solstice crystalline convergence, honoring this transformative passage. From AscensionPath.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Meg Benedict, 555 Ascension Activations. A rare Ascension event occurs today, May 5th, the 555 Gateway Activations. On the 5th day of the 5th month in a 5th year, the universe unlocks the sacred 555 code. In numerology, 5 is a master number of change. The 555 Gateway brings a triple dose of 5 energy, while Uranus, planet of unexpected change, is in Taurus, the Earth sign. This momentous ascension event is activating significant change in our earthly lives. Occurring in earthly Taurus, 555 includes the 5 elements of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. We are being reminded to reconnect with nature and the elementals in oneness. Nothing can materialize in the world without nature. The 5th house in astrology represents the creative act, creating our expression in the physical world. This year has seen an upswing of incoming ascension energies that are transforming the human field, the electrical system, the light body, conscious mind, emotional intelligence, and heart magnetism. The powerful ascension gateways are assisting our journey into higher frequencies, into 5D unity consciousness. The fifth dimension is a feeling field. The love frequency in our heart opens the gateway to fifth dimensional consciousness. All energetic patterns, programs, code, trauma, and memory form our living history, which is embedded in the human energy field, needing to be healed, resolved, and transmuted. Angel number 555 is a message from your angels that it's time to let go of old control mechanisms and limiting belief systems that do not serve your highest good. Humanity is experiencing the powerful purification light as all is erased into the void. Particularization of matter, atoms, provides an observable mirror effect, which one can see itself, recognize itself, understand itself, and test itself. Within this mirror effect, matter is crystallized spirit made manifest. We are returning from the long spell of fragmentation, duality, and separation, returning into oneness with the abundant universe. We cannot ascend into 5D without embracing unity consciousness in our heart, our mind, our energy field, and in our lives. Use the energies of the 555 to set intentions, to do creative work, and to initiate positive changes for personal and planetary ascension. From NewEarthCentral.com. And from Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Internal masculine-feminine union in the heart is happening beautifully. This is all part of your Empress template that you embody as a divine, feminine Christ leader. You are so close to finding the seed point of your position and divine love within. This new feedback of internal union of love is also attracting your bridegroom without. The higher heart chakra is also expanding through your heart merge as part of God's great symphony. This is awakening the desire for you to trust yourself and take passionate action towards your divine union. Shekinah is here today, bringing the wisdom needed on what steps to take to attain union today. Through this action, fears and worries are coming to an end. Your role for Earth is completing now for you to continue ascending on your path to spiritual enlightenment and union. Documents, contracts, and details from the past are ready to be reviewed and dealt with now. It's all part of the great change and rapid expansion into new, renewed relationships that we are attaining. Continue working through any perceived challenges, knowing that your wisdom is supporting you to be logical and insightful, to evolve out of these burdens now. Shekinah is giving us the drive, energy, and optimism to finish the past. This is part of the process of attaining the loyal, faithful, loving partner that is manifesting. Transformation out of heavy burdens and despair is happening. Remain vigilant and strong, knowing these reptiles do not have their way. It's Yah's way. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah, Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Venus in Taurus, semi-square Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aquarius, sextile Ceres in Aries. With the connection between Venus and Chiron, we could feel tested by irritations that keep us from relaxing or feeling settled. It's like a wound that itches as it heals. Sometimes it appears as if things are getting worse when in fact they are getting better. We're sensitive to money worries. Whether we are liked or appreciated, concerned about appearances, love matters may seem like a sore subject. Sometimes it's important to allow ourselves to feel the pain so that the healing energies know where to go. Self-love, as ever, is key. Both Ceres and Jupiter are on the volatile final degrees of their signs, so we also have a sense of urgency that everything must be rectified immediately. These karmic degrees contain important lessons. Anxiety over the future distorts how we perceive the gifts of the present. The fruits are there if we know where and how to look. Life is ever abundant. Nurture hope. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Tibetan Buddhist master Chamtrul Rinpoche. Just as a bird needs 2 wings to fly, a practitioner must cultivate the 2 wings of compassion and wisdom. If one wing is missing, it will be impossible to fly on the path to enlightenment. Chamtrul Rinpoche. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028, Supernova, Fractals in Time, NS1.33.11.4, Kin 142, 12 Wind. Today marks the completion of 48 Zolkins from the discovery of supernova 1987A, the first supernova visible with the naked eye in about 400 years. This celestial explosion served as a trigger event of the harmonic convergence of 1987 and set in motion a new wave of evolutionary shifts on Earth. In the words of Jose R. Willis, what we are talking about in terms of the biosphere-noosphere transition is that we are preparing for a solar galactic biomutation. Bio is life, hence a mutation of life that is in accord with a much larger solar galactic mutation that is now occurring. This was signaled a few months before the harmonic convergence by the appearance of supernova 1987A, the first supernova that humans had seen since the beginning of the 13th Baktun. Since that time, the astrophysicists have flooded with all sorts of anomalies. These anomalies are not something that are apart from us. As we accelerate ourselves through the technosphere, the Earth itself is becoming overexcited. 1987 through 2021, the supernova, 34-year shock waves. 34 years from this light explosion, supernova 1987A keeps unpacking more synchronic clues in perfect resonance with the energy of Kin 142, white crystal wind. How is this? On a recent article published 1 week ago on April 28, 2021, scientists provided evidence for the existence of a structure known as a pulsar wind nebula at the center of the supernova 1987A, providing new clues that may help to solve a 34-year mystery. According to the article, a pulsar wind nebula is a cloud of charged particles and magnetic fields created by a rapidly spinning neutron star. If confirmed, this would be the culmination of decades-long pursuit to find the dense core left behind when the massive star collapsed and then exploded. It was precisely on Kin 34 during the completion of 46 Zolkins from ground zero of the new dispensation of time and the eve of the 32nd anniversary of the harmonic convergence, August 15, 2009, NS 1.32.1.21, Kin 34, when scientists at the Center for Astrophysics, Harvard and Smithsonian announced on a press release the discovery of the most massive star ever known to be destroyed by a supernova explosion. The team was able to show that SN 2016 IET was different than the thousands of supernovas observed by scientists for decades. We sometimes see supernovas that are unusual in one respect, but otherwise are normal. This one is unique in every possible way, said Ido Berger, professor of astronomy at Harvard University. The 555 Stargate and the activation of the 55th gene key. It is also relevant to note now that the completion of this 48th Zolkin spin from the star explosion is synchronizing with the 555 Stargate portal on the Gregorian calendar. Now is worth remembering that on the pulse calendar of the gene keys, every 5 to 6 days as the sun travels around the path of the zodiac, one specific gene key is activated, and February 19th through the 23rd, 2021 marks precisely the activation of the 55th gene key and the synchronized with 3 events of great harmonic potency. Number 1, the start of a new solar year for the indigenous Maya on February 19th, 2021, on the sacred day of 9 Ik, equivalent of Kin 22 on the Zolkin matrix. Number 2, the day following the activation of the gene key 55, February 24, 2021, corresponds to the 34th anniversary of the discovery of supernova 1987A, Quetzalcoatl. The supernova plays a role of celestial trigger event, unlocking these dormant DNA code mutations. The harmonic convergence of 1987 took place, Sirius cycle 0, NS 1.0.1.22, coded by Kin 34, White Galactic Wizard. Please note that 34 and 55 are both the 9th and 10th numbers of the Fibonacci sequence. Number 3. The harmonic convergence of 1987 took place on the 22nd day of the new dispensation of time on Kin 55 and signaled the completion of 22 cycles of 52 years, each comprised within the Quetzalcoatl prophecy of 13 heavens and 9 underworlds. Please also note that 22 times 52 is 1,144, and 11 plus 44 equal 55. Time is art. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 142, White Crystal Wind. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The 12th day of a wave spell is all about getting together in groups, working in teams, engaging with other humans rather than being on your own. Cooperation is what it is all about, and together we can achieve much more than we can individually. Find some like-minded people today to hang out with, and remember, no man or woman is an island. Today is white wind, and it represents communication, breath, and spirit. As it is a crystal wind, that suggests that we should be communicating in groups. So public speaking, debating, or performing music or theater with a group, or marching for justice are all cooperate to communicate activities. The guide today is White Wizard, the enchanting charmer of the Tzolk'in. When in the guiding position, the wizard invites you to follow the path to enchantment. Today from Divine Sister, the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Crystal Wind, Kin 142, 5th of May 2021. Divine Connections. 555 Planetary Liberation Portal. 55-2021 equal 555 equal 510 equal 15 equal 6. 5 Freedom, Change, Liberation, Transformation. 10 Manifestation, Power, Authority, Leader. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Harmony. Kin 142 equals 7 Mystic, Magic, Spiritual, Solitude. A Divine Destiny Day, communicating the liberating messages from Spirit. Day 12 in the Blue Monkey Wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and return to innocence. After the release of yesterday, today we are ready to come together without agenda and cooperate, ready for more magic, fun, and play, listening to the guidance from Spirit. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing our core fears and emotional blocks to reclaiming our freedom and liberating the birth of more magic, joy, and bliss. Today's 555 amplifies the liberation, assisting humanity in progressively moving forward in our evolution. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with our minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Thus we create telepathic links in our communication grids, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspiration to flow. A day of greater connection to each other and Mother Gaia through the crystalline grid. Today's great winds of change will have tsunami power, forcible momentum, carrying us to our new destination. A day for a quantum leap in humanity's evolution. Shift happens. Let go and let God, and feel the magical flow of creation leading humanity back into the ocean of oneness. The grand plan is divine in its perfection. When we unite with the best interests of humankind as our focus, the best magic happens. So beloved planetary kin, a brilliant magical day to tune in and listen to the roar of the great wind, uniting our minds as one crystalline mind, all cooperating together and rejoicing in the magic and miracles of divine spirit. Planetary service, it is also a brilliant day to unfurl your golden wings and fly on the gusts of the wind. Join together at 5:55 a.m. p.m. today through the diamond crystalline grid of consciousness and broadcast your intention to manifest the divine plan on earth. You may choose to recite the great invocation. Viva la Revolution. Today's question is, what messages is Spirit giving me that I need to communicate and share with others? Divine blessings for the flow of crystal clear, magical messages from Spirit today. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Light and love and power restore our planet Earth. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 142, White Crystal Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to communicate. Universalizing breath, I seal the input of spirit. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this most powerful portal gateway day of 555, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also take the time to thank everyone that is helping support our work and mission and helping us to bring these daily transmissions to the world through your monthly pledges on Patreon and your donations through PayPal. We rely on these donations and pledges for our daily living expenses, so we appreciate everyone that's helping support us and allowing us to continue our great work here on Pachamama. I'd like to thank Divine Brostar of the Light, Mark Searle, for raising your pledge on Patreon today. If you'd like to help us continue our work and continue bringing these messages to the world daily, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure, or you can make a one-time donation at egolovecondor.com through PayPal link there. So thank you everyone for your continued support. We're going to end today's transmission with a powerful code from our Pleiadian Brostars and Sisters of the Light, and then a powerful Saint Germain invocation from Era of Peace. Pleiades 1 Messages, May 5th, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for Origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSC-SDE. Tenderness spreads. Disobsessions happen deeply. Divine Templars are ready. Cultures of fear diminish. Layers are fine-tuned. Internal recognition helps. Lemurian Pearls in Reconnections to Carriers support 11% non-regressive. Lemurian Pearls and Reconnections to Carriers, Reverberation 11% non-regressive. Shaman Fauna Powers in Internal Alignment, Pointed Projectors support 9% non-regressive. Shaman Fauna Powers in Internal Alignment, Projectors Aimed, Earth Reverberation 9% non-regressive. Dividers continue to be pushed aside. D-projections at specific levels continue. New phases continue to expand. Divine sensors remain sensitive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1. Potentiating shamanic inheritances. From disclosurenews.it. And now Saint Germain Violet Fire Invocation. Beloved Mighty I Am Presence. Beloved Holy Amethyst. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth-dimensional violet fire archangels, I ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze the violet flame of God's infinite perfection with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that I and humanity have ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown. It is reflecting anything less than the highest vibration of love, light. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of eternal peace and God's infinite abundance. And so it is. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am that I am. Thank you. From eraofpeace.org. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a beautiful and blessed 555 Galactic Gateway Solar Portal Activation. And keep walking your sacred path with heart, shining your light brightly into the void. And be sure to make it the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.